and mini mod made by CPG for DDMC's New Year's Movie Contest. And, oh, couldn't read the rest of that. Alas. YLA, the New Year's Mirror, is a Doki Doki Literature Club fan mod that is not affiliated in any way with Team Salvato and or Sega. It is designed to be played only after the official game has been completed and contains spoilers for the official game. Game files for Doki Doki Literature Club are required to play this mod and can be downloaded for free at blah 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 or on Steam. By playing YLA the New Year's Mirror, you agree that you have completed Doki Doki Literature Club and accept any spoilers contained within. Yes, yes. No worries there. The credits file has been saved to your game folder. Yuri Lavender Adventure, the New Year's Mirror. So, in case you were wondering where Morpha-T is, well, my buddy on the Discord and DCLC community, CPG Yuri, made this mod for the New Year's event, and it's a little late for that because I was doing my club meetings thing, and I said, hey man, since this mod's short, I'll sneak it in between that and the next thing. So here we are, playing this. I proofread this for him, so I kind of know what's coming, and it shouldn't take us too long to go through. It'll probably just be like a single episode. But, we'll have a good time with it, and we'll move on with something else. More fatigue, more specifically. But yeah, here, let's go. Let's just do it. 12 months before. Yuri, please hurry up. We'll be late to the concert. On my way, Nikki. Let me just take a look at myself in the mirror. Yuri, you've always spent so much time with that mirror. Please hurry. Natsuki is already angrily messaging me. Nikki, you know this is an important part of my daily routine. Just 1 minute, please. Don't you know me? Don't you remember me? It's me. It's you, Yuri. Okay, we can go now. Just, you know, I don't do well with massive amounts of people. I hope you keep the promise you made to me after this concert, Nikki. Yuri, as long as Martin Garrix finishes his performance, I will dispatch Natsuki with Monica, and then we will go to the library as promised to read and retrieve your new horror book. I will never do anything less than fulfill my promises made for my lovely bookworm. Thank you. Now let's go! Tokyo-Palooza! I can't wait! Don't look down! Up this high, it will never hit the ground! That was one of the last normal activities we had as a club and his friends. Some days after the concert and our date with Sionica, a sudden wave of bad news happened all at once. Months before. Breaking news! Oh no! Follow advice provided by your local authorities. Maintain safe distance. Wear a mask and wash your hands. Breaking news! Breaking! New virus! Newly discovered infectious disease! Stay home and self-isolate, even if you have minor symptoms such as cough, headache, mild fever, until you recover. Call your healthcare provider or hotline for advice. If you have a fever, cough, and difficulty breathing, seek medical attention immediately. Call by telephone first if you can, and follow directions of your local health authority. The virus appeared. The news anchor was saying that nobody knew about how this disease appeared, if it was a natural mutation or was genetically engineered. Apparently this new virus was modified from the ground up and released to the world willingly by some frustrated bad scientist or something. In any case, it reached pandemic status quickly, and worse, with each spreading, mutated fast. All the cities, lively, restless, and noisy before, now appeared as deserted, ravaged, and empty wastelands, devoid of any sign of human life. Even for me, a person who prefers to stay indoors or in silent places, this was like watching an evil puppeteer playing a tragedy with their marionettes. I somehow forgot to put a second P in this puppeteer. Or I guess a third P. Whatever. I have failed you, CPG. I'm sorry. Before our town entered lockdown mode, we had a pair of weeks where we still had to go to school. Of course, classes were as lame and boring as ever, as my friend MC says. Information on our courses, evaluation methods, virtual meetings and conference software, online educational resources. Everything we needed to pass our school year as swiftly as possible, given the circumstances. But we couldn't shake the feeling of dread
and days passed by very slowly. I took one last photo with my club members on the final day. I was one of my most precious treasures for helping me not to lose my sanity in this pandemic state. We all tried to do our best in this situation and have virtual club meetings when possible. After all, as club president, it's my duty to check on my friends and try to help and support them when possible. And I still have to give my club's reports to the student council's president, so I'm glad that she is doing mostly okay so far, and that our friendship bond is strengthened. You wonder now what happened with me during this time? Well, for starters, Sionica and I are now a thing. She moved to my house before the first massive lockdown. We had to live and endure our own lavender adventure, helping out each other and building bonds between each member of the literature club, and making other friends along the way, like Monica and her debate club, and the entire student council. And after that, surviving and enduring this worldwide situation. December 31st, 2020. Today is New Year's Eve. Nikki, as how I affectionately call Sionica, told me that after this shitty year, her exact words, we deserve a rest. We still have to live with sporadic lockdowns, wearing masks and keeping safe social distance. The club still has its virtual meetings and school ended successfully for us both. The city allowed the traditional fireworks festival, so Nikki and I will go to our favorite secret place. Our favorite, secret and secluded place is a spot on a beach near the city's outer highway, away from the city lights and noise. Sionica has a driver's license, so she drove us here to watch the fireworks and have an intimate time after. Nobody bothers to visit or patrol this beach, not even the police, so we will stay here for the night. We brought comfy and warm blankets, food, our music, my beloved book, and some wine, and thanks to Nikki's car, we can go back home when we are sober. 30 minutes before we arrived to our destination, Sionica asked me a question. Hey Yuri, do you remember that I wanted to ask you something while we were on our way? Can I ask it now? Of course, Nikki. I remember you warning me before, and you know you can ask me anything. Okay, so why do you take so much time looking at yourself in that mirror? You said it's part of your daily schedule, but I still consider it very odd. I see. Can you give me until we arrive to answer it? I can collect all my thoughts this way to give you an accurate answer. Sure thing, no problem with that. Thank you. Once we finally arrive at the beach and settle in, when undressed properly, I gather my thoughts and speak. I'm ready to answer your question, Nikki. I always look at myself in the mirror, even before this situation with the pandemic started. It's just that before the hard times, this routine had a new meaning. 2 days before school canceled all non-virtual classes, I was walking to the library to exchange some books for new ones. In the courtyard, I crossed paths with Monica. Yuri, long time no see. The pleasure is mine, Monica. What are you doing here? You know, if I'm honest, I was looking for you. Why? Relax, Yuri. There's nothing wrong. I mean it. I just want to share something that you can think about. I promise. You have my attention. You know that I'm a fan of meta-realities, fourth wall breaking, and player interactions in media, right? It's one of my favorite topics. After we settled our differences, I always had the desire to show you one of the video games I liked. If our city enters in lockdown, my parents and I will have to move to our grandpa's place to take care of him. He doesn't have internet yet. Father already did everything necessary to put internet there, but since it's a rural part of town, it will take a while. Can I show you though before we have to leave school, Yuri, please? Of course, Monica. We can use some space in the library. Conveniently, I brought my headphones today. Monica showed me a game about some human child that fell to a magical and weird underground area, full of mythical and magical creatures with quirky personalities. While I preferred the nature of the game's route where your character massacred all the underground's population, Monica decided to show me the game's positive route. There was a moment where your player character was inside the house of a maternal-like figure. There, the character could look at a mirror. The narrator would say enthusiastically, "It's you," in response to that action. Then your character had to endure a lot of hardships in order to keep their adventure dust-free, especially trying to befriend the mid and main bosses. After you reach another house that has a similar layout to the first one, you'll discover that there's a mirror in there, too. When you look at that mirror, the narrator will say, "Despite everything, it's still you." Despite every setback, despite every pain, despite every joy, despite every misunderstanding, our character is still fundamentally them, and the mirror acknowledges it. Despite everything, it's still them.
I understand that, but what does it have to do with you looking in your mirror?
Isn't that a little obvious, Nikki? When we started 2020, we looked at that year's mirror, as energetic and happy as we were for what the new year had in store. We looked at it. It's you, the mirror said, resonating with the same energy as you. Then the tragedy happened, so sudden it shattered us to the very core of our fabric. Broken friendships, broken families, reforging other friendships and family relationships, job loss or problems, isolation, loneliness, loss of confidence and trust in yourself and in other people you trusted before, lacking of social and physical interaction, and the constant dread of getting infected by the new virus and all the risks involved with it. Every stone life threw at you felt like the mid and main bosses of that game battling against you. And that applies to our other friends too. Yuri was receiving treatment for her depression full-time before the pandemic started. During and after the lockdowns, her treatment sessions were more sporadic. This and the world situation took a toll on her. Some days, her inner desperation and self-doubts kicked in. Fortunately, she has her family to support her, and especially having MC with her 24/7, thanks to them being neighbors and a couple. If it wasn't for him and his loyal support, Sarah's depression could have gotten much worse. Of course, every one of us have been messaging Siri constantly too. I'm glad she loves us all and they are both progressing for good. Kotonoha's mother is a doctor. As you know, all health workers are the first line against the disease, so she had to pass a lot of time at work. Koto had to go to sleep each night and wake up each morning not knowing if her mother will come back home healthy or not. Also, she lost some family members thanks to the virus, and some others got sick with different consequences for each one. Despite this, she's going strong for her mom's sake and for herself. Every day, Kotonoha helps her mom with her home chores and waits for her arrival with a smile. I admire her sheer determination. The ones who had it the worst are Natsuki and her father. Natsuki's dad lost all of his jobs, and Natsuki lost the income she was getting at school by selling her cupcakes. Natsuki's dad tried day by day, month by month, to apply for different jobs, but to no avail. He even applied for jobs outside of his area of expertise, out of desperation to do something. They received some help from the state thanks to their poor economic status, but it was not enough. Frequently, I had to slip some money to their house in envelopes without them noticing. Honestly, I can't safely say that they are better, financially speaking. They both still struggle, but now they aren't missing their meals every day. They have help from other family members and friends. The good thing that came from this is that their father and daughter bonds strengthened and are getting better. I sincerely hope the very best for Natsuki, for real. Even Monica, you and I were having different struggles, but with adaptation and love and force of will, we overcame them. We look at ourselves one last time in 2020's mirror, and I can say with all certainty, despite everything, it's still you, Yuri. There's a moment of silence.
That was... Yuri, I don't have any words for that. That was deep and wonderful and so well thought. Why couldn't I think of it earlier? That's why you're my wonderful bookworm, Yuri.
Easy does it there, Sonika.
Nikki, it's time. The fireworks show is about to start.
And I'm so happy to watch it with you this year in this beautiful place.
The fireworks show is awesome and beautiful as each year. 30 minutes where we could scream and shout to the sky while admiring the wonders of the multicolored fireballs taking different shapes and wild forms. While the show was still going, Sonika played her playlist full of Martin Garrix songs. The sky started to grow on me. After the show ended, we enjoyed some time swimming in the warm waters around the beach. We enjoyed the food and wine after that, and then our deserved time to relax in our comfy blankets for the rest of the night. While some others in the world start celebrating the New Year's arrival, or are in the process of celebrating it, I let Sonika embrace me while sleeping. With my new copy of The Next Portrait of Markov, I start to read, not before wondering something. Whatever stuff this 2021 brings to us, I sincerely hope it's way better for the sake of myself and all my friends and loved ones. Earlier that day,
Yuri, a friendly reminder to please hurry up so we have enough time to drive.
On my way, Nikki. Let me just take a look at myself in the mirror.
Yuri. You know, you always spend so much time with that mirror, but today I get the feeling that I have to leave you be.
Nikki, you know this is an important part of my daily routine. Just 1 minute, please. See? It's still me. Why do you still refuse to... It ended too quickly. Despite everything, it's still you, Yuri. Okay, we can go now.
End.
Wait! This was supposed to be a happy mode project. What do I do? Oh, thanks for the news, CPG. Here, let me share 2 things with you all. First, some mad lad found and dumped a prototype of Sonic the Hedgehog 1. Second, not happy with that, other mad lad decompiled the remastered mobile ports of Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, and CD. You can play them now on PC, full screen, with volume support on the way. Now excuse me while I go play all of them. Woohoo!
In case you can tell, CPG is a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Here's a meme for you to end the mod with in a bizarre way.
2020 ending be like,
All's well that ends well, right?
a special file has been saved to your game folder. Illegal instruction. Show is over. No more distractions.
4 days after the festival, Yuri's bedroom, night. Yuri's doing an audio call with Yuri. Both of them are working on documents, drafts, and affairs with literature flow.
I probably could have just read that in my regular voice, but whatever. So we're just finished reading Yuri's New Year's Mirror script aloud.
Yuri, this short story is so wonderful and emotional, I love it! Fortunately, the student council's visit is still far away, so we have enough time to prepare a performance for this one.
That's good to know, Yuri. I'm really glad that you approved of my script and didn't laugh about my crush on Sanica.
You kidding? I love that you two are getting together, girl! You have to tell me more later!
I will. You deserve to know how she is to be my girlfriend. The next part of my draft is topics for the poem writing activity. We can discuss it now before adding new suggestions to the list.
What do you have in mind?
Well, I like MC's idea of having Friday for poems with 3 topics, so I will keep doing that from now on. I will also use Wednesdays to practice whatever poetic styles we learn in English class. We don't write poems on Mondays since we talk about world affairs, and Thursday is Natsuki's day for a theme. So we're only missing this Tuesday.
Oh, we should totally write Sonic-related poems this Tuesday. It coincides with Sonic Tuesday.
Yuri, if I let you propose that as a writing topic, will you stop bothering me with stuff related to that hedgehog?
Yuri, I swear I still can't understand why I dislike Sonic so much. Are you a Mario fan?
No, Yuri. I dislike video games in general, but Sonic's the one I dislike the most. Sonic was the favorite character of a person who decided that the best course of action was abandoning me to my luck. And I'm still angry at that person. I don't want to remember or enjoy anything related to him. That includes your stupid request to integrate that stupid Sonic Worldwide fan club.
Aw, Yuri, I'm sorry, you never told me about it.
Voice-to-speech system. Searching command with keywords. Integrate. Sonic and worldwide.
Yuri, did you say something about commands?
Huh? No, Yuri, why?
Command found. Executing on presidential console. Integrate that stuff. Bop. It's at this point when Yuri noticed that, in her rage, she had intermittently pressed the voice-to-speech button on her tablet. The system recognized some of Yuri's spoken words as a command for Yuri's presidential console.
Yuri, why did your console appear in front of me?
Yuri, I've made a huge mistake. There will be a massive change to our world that only you and I will remember, and I can't stop it from happening. Take some aspirin after everything ends, okay? You'll need them. I swear to God, I hate the hedgehog.
And it closed. I don't know if that's it or not, though, so let me just start it back up again. Hopefully this doesn't, like, dick with the recording. I think it should be okay. Looks like it's popping up on OBS. I don't know, the logo. Various artists. You know, I just realized Sega is ages backwards. Yuri presents, Sonic Team presents Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic doesn't look happy though. Oh. Oh. Got that illegal finally, I don't know how you did it, but I'm back. That reset thing, that was the trick. I should thank Yuri later. Now go away. I have some pending business with her. It's time for her to feel lonely, stuck, and forgotten. Don't you dare getting in my way. You mean don't you dare get in my way? Oh, hi, Ghost Yuri. Okay, I don't know if that was it. It might have been it, but let me start it again just in case. He said it closes twice on its own, and that was only once, so maybe it's different when we get back in here again. See you soon in justmonica.exe. Oh, okay, it's a teaser for this thing coming up he's got going on. Curious indeed. Is there anything else? Reset game. Okay, so I guess that would do it then. Alrighty. Well, that was it for New Year's Mirror. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching. We will pick up next time with Amor Fatin, and yeah, we'll catch you later. Bye-bye! Hi, welcome back to Yuri Lavender Adventure New Year's Mirror. I was wrong. When I clicked reset the thing, it took me here, so there's new stuff. Yay!
Holly, welcome to the planet of silence. You have chosen to reset this world. We have found the save file bonding you to the curse of time itself. If you wish to persevere in your decision, we will reset the game. Your save data will be lost, so Yuri, Ayame, and you will start again in a clean state. You will inherit again the curse of time for Little Planet, but also you'll choose to take other options and paths in your quest to save it. Allie, are you sure you want to reset the game and delete your save data?
Well, now I'm just curious what happens if I pick no, continue where I left off.
And so you spare these poor souls from the hunger of the sands of time.
Okay.
For a while.
So how you doing? Is that it? Are we good? Yuri, are we good? Do I need to start the mod over again? Yuri? Okay, I'm gonna close it. Closing it. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna open it again. I'm opening it again. I'm gonna pick the other option. Yes. Just monica.exe. I understand. See you soon. Yep. I'm prepared to reset mod. Reset game.
Welcome, blah blah blah. Yes, you're here again.
Yes, reset and delete my existing data.
And so the life of these poor souls will be consumed by the relentless sands of time.
Resetting. Looks like it actually reset. Oh, his Aunt Mercedes died. I'm so sorry. I didn't get to read it before because the slashing was too quick, but now I know. And apparently that did reset the mod. Okay, so I think that's actually it this time. I'm going to call it here. And once again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next thing. Bye-bye.